No, 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 no. Hello. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, there's another explosive meditation, huh? Oh, it just happens to. Oh, I mean, oh yeah, yeah. Shoot. Okay, I don't think we're a Tigan deck. Hmm. Oh man, that's a card. Oh, that's a card too. Maybe not here, actually. Yeah. I could just like put that in there. No one will ever know. Wait, what? Exile this enchantment. 5 cards your graveyard. So it's Doomsday, but it takes 600 years. That's weird. Huh. Does this deck want to run Spark Double? Probably. Ready? Oh, I can't believe I got that name right. All right. Rhythm. I know how to spell it. No one. We could probably run Banefire. This works with Harmonize very well as well. No, I don't think Domri... Well, no, Domri works. Like creatures and ramp spells, what we're going for, I think. Instead of... Well, I shouldn't say instead of anything. That just makes sense to me. Mana drains a ramp spell. Can't convince me otherwise. Ooh, maybe not Flare. Ooh, Topiary Stopper is perfect. I don't think I want this card. Grow Together? The Red Overlord? We can try that. I wonder if this is possible in standard. I want a healthy amount of basics. I think Ujin's in the way. I'm not going to put that in here. It's in the way. Um, I guess Ragavan? Do we want Ragavan? I guess, yeah. Fine. Fine. It's going alright. Maybe, who knows? Bristly Bill makes a lot of sense. So does Lotus Cobra. We could run Songcrafter Mage, but maybe not right now. What's it called? Devastation. Yeah, I play Phyrexian Unlife Solemnity a lot off stream. And Historic. Alright, maybe there's no room for Banefire. Tragic. Okay. So, this is the new one. One of the new ones. Uleni, Song Unending. 8 mana 10/10, flying protection from black and white, which those two colors have board wipes and edicts. So it's not blanket protection from those two colors. Can't really get that, but it's, you know, it's still pretty good, I'd say. Kind of surprising that they slapped that on there. When it enters, it deals X damage to creatures and planeswalkers equal to the land count. You split it up how you want. So it's kind of like Dragon Lord Atarka. If you remember that one. It's like 7 mana 8/8 that deals 5 damage split. This is an 8 mana 10/10 that deals ideally at least 8 damage when you cast it. But we'll see. A lot of land-based ramp, which is nice. Actually, you know, we probably want Tatyova and Omnath in here because it's land-based ramp pretty heavy. And it's got some new cards, not a ton, but that's okay. I mean, the set just came out. I can't just buy it outright, and there's a lot of, you know, cards from other sets. This isn't standard, you know, the established staples are going to make up a bulk of your deck, but the harmonized mechanic is pretty interesting. It just discounts things equal to, is it power toughness? The creature's power, so you tap a 6/6, and then you add 6 mana to the casting cost of this. It's like super, it's Convoke, but going tall instead of going wide with Convoke, essentially. There's a regrowth at instant speed. You know, it probably easier to run regrowth on top of this, but this is a new one. I like instant speed, though. I mean, we do have counter spells. There is some reason to leave our mana up. This is just another mana rock, which gives something the ability to draw a card, and is notably not black or white, so I can actually, you know, target this. That's pretty cool. Another Rampant Growth with Harmonize. Well, it's not Rampant Growth. It costs 3. An Explosive Vegetation. When you play a dragon, goes back to your hand. This one is pretty huge. I actually like this one a lot. Actually, I'm going to run Omen Path as well instead of one of these other Explosive Vegetations. I think that's probably what we're going to do. And probably you just want more creatures on average, but got to start somewhere, right? So we'll see what happens. So I want Tatyova. I want Omnath. Could run both Omnaths, actually, but this one's a lot easier to justify, I think. And I want Omened Path. Alright, so let's make room for those, and then we'll send it. Oh, we want Scuteswarm too. Dang it. Dang it. Alright, get out of here, Ragavan. I'm sick of looking at you. Ancient Cornucopia stuff when playing multicolor? Well, between all the options possible, I don't really like the I don't own that, do I? No, I don't. I mean, it's just a mana rock. I don't know, I'm not... It's just a 3-mana mana rock. It's not worth your mythic. It's just not worth your mythic. I don't see why. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's my ramp spell number 55 on the top 55 ramp spells. I'd probably put it in the 55th spot, maybe the 40th to be realistic. We're playing dragons. If I can actually get my deck to 100 cards, which might be hard adding cards like this. But you know what? More room for creatures. Who's upset with that? I could take... No, don't do that. That one whole life? Yeah, or that upwards of 3. Mostly just 1 or 2. But mostly just 1. Because we're, like, mostly green. That's the other thing with that card. It's in green. If it was not green, it'd make way more sense, but it's in green. It doesn't put a land in play, which we care about land-based ramp for once and not just mana dorks. We're still going to run them, but land-based ramp is the name of the game. This is hard. Yeah, it was just like that vault. All of them are mythics and stuff. Like, I get the rarity of it. I would envision that card's probably like $1 in real life. It's not doing much here. Ramp Blink deck. If you want to make room for blinking this, you go right ahead. I'm just not seeing that as too ideal, right? Not too exciting to do that. I think the initial cast is just good enough. I mean, you can cast it multiple times. Alright, I'm not going to run Hullbreaker. And I think the red Overlord is probably the weakest card of the deck as it stands. I mean, the blue and the green is the best. So, alright, let's go. I don't want to dwell too long. Would you believe me if I said I fell asleep again? Looking at this deck, or that commander. Ooh. Hey, it's a black and white opponent. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Alright, well, let's hope we surveil a castable card. Blue-green in hand. Nope, but it is a land, so. Yeah, the commanders in this set aren't, like, crazy. But that's alright. They don't have to be. I like the theme of this set. Albeit maybe a little restrictive because it's dragons and Not every card likes dragons, so. Dating multiple life keeps you alive? Yeah, that's true. Oh, they have loot. We don't have loot. I wouldn't want loot this game, I guess. Oh, come on. Come on. You had like one job. You had one job, game. What are you doing? Blue, this thing. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I play Tatyova or do I play big old 6-5? I'll probably play the 6-5, but there's a lot of exile in Thalia, so it's not really that exciting. It's amazing to draft. I have like... No, I do not. I was about to get confused. I have no draft tokens, or I have maybe one. In Hearthstone, I have 19 draft tokens because I detest drafting that in that game. I think Hearthstone is like the most egregious draft-based kind of... Loot is very strange the more I'm thinking about it. Alright, we gotta play Command Tower because Thalia taps your non-basics. So, as long as this doesn't get exiled, I'm pretty excited with it. Alright, well, it doesn't look like it can swing anymore. Oh, the old fetch land out of graveyard repeatedly. Love to see it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not enough. Play Tatyova, land. Well, that doesn't really do that much. Yeah, I'm just gonna get more lands. That's the name of the game, so. And I should do this now in case my opponent decides to kill the O'Hare. Before I, like, get to do it. Alright, so we have a bajillion mana. Which is pretty cool. But so does my opponent. I don't even know if I want to cast... It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 damage? Can I get rid of this forever? Is that even worth it? Didn't expect that. So 9, 10. Now we have 11 lands. Which kills both their creatures in play, other than loot. Do I want to kill loot? Maybe I just keep Thalia in play? Probably killing loot just makes sense. It probably just makes sense. Should probably do that. Also was 9 damage. They didn't swing with loot, and I don't really know why. Yeah, I think we're going to keep Thalia in play. I don't feel... Although we take 8. No, we take 4 when we do that. That's fine. So 4 and 7. 7. 4. Oop. And play this card. I don't believe it gets a land, but I could have played it first. Not really get me anywhere. So, I mean, we're at 4, which is really, really scary, but it's not dead, and this isn't a red deck. So, okay. But who knows? Maybe Tooth and Nail was just objectively better. No, not really, because of Thalia tapping everything. I think that's better. Elishnorn. Okay, so dead on board. Unless I play this inland, so I will go ahead and do that. That way, at least I go to 5. Oh no, I don't go to 5, chat. Why didn't you say anything? Okay, dead? So no anything? Like nothing works? I'm just dead? That has got to be the most egregious card to lose to in this spot. Wow. Okay, comma still works. Hold on. And spark double? I can't spark double the comma though. Otherwise I'd be sitting pretty. I guess I'll take it anyways, because why not? And of course we have a green spell that deals with our commander. Why not? So 1/3/3 tapping one of their... Oh, no, it doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't work anymore, right? I'm just dead. Man. That is just the most annoying card to lose to there. Whatever. That's lame. I need it. One more life. Oh, and my opponent had a non-black, non-white removal spell, because, you know, why not? Makes sense. Only have the green removal spell. Yep, of course you do. The only one in your deck, probably. It only makes sense. Probably just name green with this. Birth of Melitus. Wow. Alright, so I'll probably play Omnath here, right? Yeah, I'd say so. Worn Power Stone. Opponent, what are you doing? What are you doing with all those cards? Now, let's go ahead and not flare our Omnath. Fell at our retreat. That's pretty slow in mono white. It's very slow. I like it though. Hey, I got a mana dork. Look at that, that's funny. So, more mana? Yeah, it's the name of the game. I mean, we have, our commander has protection from their, like, entire deck. So that's pretty cool. This is a 4/7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, I wish it told you. Does it tell you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. And we have protection from white. So, do the sweepies, opponent. You do the sweepies. I dare you. Opponent had the sweepies. Alright. Oh, do they bounce Arid Arcway infinitely? No. Alright. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. New card with text on it. And then this thing. Oh man, this is a lot of stats, huh? It's a lot of stats. Actually, maybe keeping that was fine. It's just 3 mana, get 2 4/4s, and also play more lands. I can probably do better though. Yeah, new card with text. Making 4/4s. Oh, come on! Alright, I probably deserve it, but like, you know what? Whatever. That's alright. That's alright. I forgot this has an attack trigger. I actually forgot. Have I attacked with Overlord before? I feel like I haven't actually done that. Okay, well, they played a land before they played a sweeper, so... I won't cast a defensive spell to protect one of my stuffies. Yep, Mythic's getting slammed all over the place. Yeah, I'm not going to protect this. That's alright. I think I'm just fine without it. And this is just more useful doing anything else because I think I'm just in a winning position, so... Especially if I find myself a... card. My opponent's manland does become a white creature. I am going to swing with a 4/4 at least once here. Oh. I guess I should have waited on this. Yeah, alright, my mistake. My mistake. That's alright. Who doesn't like comma just making games last longer, right? Opponent has nothing in hand as well. Alright, looks like that was enough. Surprisingly efficient cards can be pulled out of that Saint here. It's kind of cool. Oh, there's only 4? Oh. Oh, that's how it works. Alright, I see. Yeah, this is pretty consistent then. I never thought to play this as a commander. I like what it's doing. It is mono-white though, so it does have the problem of being mono-white. But yeah, cool. We got to play a new card too. My opponent blew it up immediately, but you know, it did do something. They had to answer it. Alright, the old blue-green ramp deck. Never upset. Yeah, I'm thirsty. A black-white deck. Who would have guessed? Okay, can we get some ramp here? Come on. What are you doing, deck? Can we get some ramp, please? Let's get rid of this thing. Yep. So far, the Harmonize stuff hasn't done anything. This commander is, like, really quick, though, so the protection part isn't all that exciting, but it does sort of sweep out the stuff. Yeah, I don't want that. Temple, Mac Street. It's like the opponent has the old cut down, or Swords of Plowshares or something. I'm gonna send it. Mutavault. Mutavault's a spirit. Do I ever, like... No, I'm not going to spark double Llanowar Elves. That just seems ridiculous. Alright, so I need things to do here. I need them, like, now. A Boreal Grazer can actually block and kill things, which is why I put the counter on it. I suppose, given this exact board state, I'm just going to spark double Elvish Mystic. Which is kind of lame, but that's life. I'm okay with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It does put me on 8. That is a card. Alright. Well, there goes that efficient block. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that because both of their tokens die to my thing here. So if they have a sweeper, I mean, it is what it is. If they have a sweeper, I'm in like really bad shape, I think. So it goes to show how annoying. Protection from black and white is. Man, if the Overlord was like a turn slower here, it just didn't put itself into play this turn. Alright, for my sanity, can we not have a sweeper, please? Well, alright. Opponent did not get rid of their commander. Not sure why. Do I swing? I understand why they got rid of it, no? So, do I swing? No. There's a 2-turn clock, so... Maybe I should have swung. I think the only thing the Overlord's ever going to do is get a land. I probably should have swung with it. Yeah. Because if they had a sweeper, I lose my board. I should have just cashed it in for the land. It's not like it will ever swing. And but no, they didn't have the board wipe. They didn't have the board wipe. But they actually went to their draw step. There's a lot of people who just don't do that for some reason. And to see the next card, they just scoop when they see something like this. But yeah, they didn't have a sweeper. It's really the only thing that would have put them back in the game. And yeah, we just outpaced them. Even being on the draw. Cool. Sometimes that deck doesn't run sweepers, though. They don't want to kill their own spirit tokens. Especially how their commander shows up on their turn. It isn't exiled on their turn or whatever. Doesn't protect itself. It divides it. It divides it. Okay. Okay. Sure. Is this actually a new commander? Cool. It's the one everyone's talking about evolving. This is not a legendary. I'm still going to cast it, though. This creature spells only? Yeah. Alright. I don't expect a counterspell. Honestly, it looks like there is one. Didn't really expect one, though. But I did not play a legendary spell, so... Of course, it's mana drain. Let's be real. Why wouldn't it be? Nope. Just give your opponent the win, randomly. I don't know. It's this deck, so I don't feel like they're going to cast something that just wins outright. Yeah, it's not really like that concerning. Okay, never mind. It got really annoying. Yep. Good old mana drain. Always fun. 4, 5, 6, 7. I can tooth and nail 2 cards to my hand, which is not really the most ideal way to cast tooth and nail, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Well, hopefully Mana Drain doesn't just make this game a non-game. Actually get to play the game. I don't want to give this haste, right? Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. Because now it's a 2-turn clock unless they gain lifelink. So they can't really swing at me, right? Like there's not much they can do to actually attack me. Well, they have blue cards. Another person that said good game and didn't concede. Cool. They stole all your stuff? Alright, yep. Can't target me with the black removal spells. Looks like it actually came in and mattered. Also, my opponent can really only hit ramp spells at 3, and I don't think I would care too much about that. So this would have to be like 5 and up to be a big deal, sort of, against me specifically. Even 5 and up is not hitting too many scary spells, and this still just exists. That is just a very big issue for this deck to deal with over and over. But in this spot, I don't have trample. I do not have trample, so my opponent is not really losing the game by just passing the turn and going back and forth. If this ever gets like vigilance, I could maybe still die, but most importantly, mana drain didn't make the game a non-game. The game continued after a mana drain was cast, so that's always nice. Man, I am thirsty. Oh my goodness. No? No. Nope. Nope. Like that. Yep. Ooh, mana drain of our own? No, we're gonna actually do this. Get red-green. Or blue-green. Yeah, I'm gonna just do this. I know it looks kind of lame, but I'm not really concerned with other things right now. I think I'll hit a mana drain target that's just better later. So I want to cast Rampant Growth. I'm going to maybe hide my mana drain by tapping an island and not the bird. So this kills my opponent's commander? Oh. And we have protection from white. Okay. That's pretty neat. Okay, so River's Rebuke probably useful, but so does simply recasting my commander. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think I can currently do that, though. Looks like I'm dodging a counterspell this way as well. Do I play River's Rebuke? I don't think I do. I'm not really stopping anything. Yeah, I'll just chill. I kind of need more gas here, unless this gets there. It can. I think it's right to, like, wait. My opponent knows I can recast my commander, so this will kill their whole board. Unless there's Wash Away, which is still beatable. Yeah, I can beat a Wash Away if that's what goes on here. No Wash Away. Can recast my commander again and again and again. Ah, shoot. Well, guess I'm just casting this full retail, which is just 1 minute. Oh, you can do it from the graveyard too? Ah, that's how that works. Alright. Yeah, why not? Get some lands out of my deck. I don't think bouncing Primeval Titan is particularly useful, so... Alright, well, unfortunately it's not a 3-turn clock. I mean, a 2-turn clock. But it can be if my opponent doesn't expect a River's Rebuke, I guess. Okay. It is now not a one-shot. You have to gain 4. You have to gain 4. Although it's most likely to just get a land trigger instead of gaining 4. Honestly. Or apparently it's stone cold nothing. We're going to play this pre-combat, I think. See what happens. Because I think there's a counterspell. And this is annoying. Alright, no, it just happened. Oh, pre-combat was very stupid. That was profoundly stupid, actually. I just changed the clock completely, like an idiot. Alright, never mind. Yeah, that was very stupid. That was very stupid of me. Alright. 6 plus 5. Yeah, that was probably the dumbest thing I could have done. Wow. Alright, well, now I'm not going to cast it out of merit. And just concede to an extra turn, I guess. That was just a unnecessary mistake. Well, I'm not dead on board. Alright, we did it. I found a way to probably make the worst line possible. I Emrakul the Promise Ended myself, and definitely still got there, so that's nice. But yeah, I should have just played this before anything, ever. Like, just sent it, and if they had a counterspell, so be it. They did not counter Hornet Queen, though. I mean, it gains 5 life, but this just exists until it doesn't, so I think they would still probably counter this. And, yeah, alright. Still got there. Still got there. That was a mulligan 5, wasn't it? Yeah. It was ignore everything, play Birds of Paradise. Oh, I've played against Magic Men a few times now. I actually haven't put Revels in play in quite a while. Do I put Revels in play? I think I want to play Overlord, don't I? No, we want to play Revels. Cast a creature spell, right? So this should just work with this. Yeah, that's fine. That is okay. Alright, well, it's a 5-color deck. I promise you. This is a 5-color deck, I swear. It's a 5-color deck, I promise. Now I think I'm just gonna wait. Alright, I think I'm dead. But who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can play this and kill their commander, but then that's it. So if I add 6 counters, it's not lethal. Yeah, I'm just going to kill their commander because I can't target. That thing's got ward 2, so I can't kill it. Maybe we're not doomed? There's no haste dragon. They got all red dragons, but none of them have haste, and I can take 15 from the red one? The cheapest costed one is the best one in their hand, as is tradition. And then I can get Craterhoof and win. But I'm seeing 15 damage. Or is it just 10? It might just be 10. All red dragons is kind of nuts, isn't it? Feels nuts. Oh, is it just 5? It doesn't see itself. Okay. Alright, yeah. We beat the mono green 5-color deck. Cool. So 10, win game? Oh, I don't have 10 mana. Shoot. Never mind. Hornet Queen, probably? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. Hornet Queen? Am I planning on building a Codist? Yeah, I'm planning on playing every commander in the new set. Oh, I can get a copy of my commander. Alright, yeah, that's got to be right, then. Yeah, alright. Well, if that was on my radar, I would have spent a different amount of mana. Alright, look at that. We beat the mono green deck with 5-color dragons. Cool. Yeah, they got to where they want it to be. It's just the dragons they took don't have haste. So even though they got all red dragons, they don't have haste or anything. It's kind of surprising, actually. I wonder what the idea was behind all of the exact choices they made. I mean, it puts you on a serious clock, but this can kill you pretty quickly, so we got there. But yeah, I was too short to get the Crater Hoof, but I mean, I find lethal with it regardless, right? So nice. And then it's like super lethal next turn, because then I can just get like anything ever. Cool. But yeah, every commander in the new set will have its spotlight on my stream at some point. Except maybe the ones that I think are going to be like 2 hours of pure loss. I might not play those ones. Which I thought Ujin would be, but it wasn't. Oh, it's Tiamat again. Into the north. I'm going to really want another land, I think. What do we surveil for here? I don't need red mana currently. Could just get red-green here. No, let's just get blue-green. I mean, that's what red is not super crucial, so. Dragon Master Outcast. Wow. Alright. Dragon Master Outcast. Insane. I love it. Shockland Pass? What the heck? Counterspell? Nope. Alright. Well, I'm confused. Wow. So, probably another counter spell, but that's okay. Just cast Entish Restoration instead of anything else. Yeah, I'll just pass. It's fine. Okay. Well, now I kind of feel bad I didn't cast this, but it is what it is. I don't feel that bad about it. When this enters, target non-land you control loses mana. Blah, blah, blah. We're gonna just not care about that. Opponent, they're all the same. All my lands are the same. It doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. There you go. They figured it out. Mox Jasper. World first. I did not mean to sack my land, chat. I made a grave mistake. Rather costly mistake. Whoops. We will get through this. Let's get that and that. That was a costly mistake. I did not mean to do that. Oh, that is a dragon. Okay. Guess I can get one surveil land. And we just cast... Yeah, it was such a mistake that I got rid of that land. Oh, man. It's really annoying. I should have waited till their Tyrant, like, resolved to cast my thing. It might have been okay. I will keep Memory Lapse. I don't know if it's gonna wind up mattering, but, well, my opponent will have to think about it. They can cast their commander, right? Yeah, it's just a 7/7, though. Sack another creature. This gets indestructible. When it comes tapped, exile one creature. Alright, so I don't really think I have too good of a line with my commander's ability. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. 10 lands. 7 plus... Three on the Predator? No, 1 there. Okay. So 7 on their 7/7. And kill Outcast. Should do the trick. 7. This way I can swing. And what does my opponent have? Non-dragon creature gets... Okay, well that's not really that big of a deal. I'm not sure how much I should swing with here. Alright. Again, another Tiamat matchup. Suppose the new set came with a bunch of dragons, that's why people are playing this. But, yeah, we're just... It's very, very slow to cast this for 7 and then put a bunch of dragons in your hand that don't have like a combo I win kind of thing about them, like giving them all haste, putting them all into play with some kind of card or something. Like, I don't know if there's a dragon that is just universally like game ending the turn after you cast this, but it's just a lot of just dragons thrown in there. Do they get any new ones? Oh, they got a couple. They got a 3 mana one. It's cool to see this Mox Jasper, though. Mox Jasper. Yeah, I mean, what's the cheapest dragon in Magic Arena? Mox Jasper isn't doing anything very fast. I think there's at least a 2-mana dragon. I know that. There's at least a 2-mana one. Oh, it's Glarb. Glarby boy. So I need a land or I lose? There's 43 in the deck. Maybe 44? I think it's 43. Well, 41 as right now. Oh, on the play with the 1-drop. That's what you gotta do to win the game. Might just be too slow. We'll see. Alright, might be way too slow here. Yeah. Well, can't win them all. I can kill birds of paradise, which feels pretty useful. Assuming my opponent doesn't have, like, a card. Do I kill it? I drew invasion. Oh, shoot. It's annoying. Yeah, alright. I mean, yeah. It's impossible to pass up. Can't use the additional mana, which is incredibly annoying. I could have, had I played a fetch land that turn instead. Yeah, alright. I could have at least put the Overlord in play, maybe? Yeah, maybe. So Glarb does do... It's off the top, right? Whereas the... What's the Bant one played against earlier? I can't remember the name of it. Does it the other way? Alright, well eventually one of us will play a non-green card in our 3-color decks. I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Oh, I couldn't recognize that card for a second. Oh, non-green card. Someone did it. Someone did it. Alright, so I can play Primeval Titan, and Overlord? I guess I could just play this instead. Okay. So a protection from black here. I have no answer to Defense of the Heart, so I probably just lose. Right, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, that's probably just me losing then. Craterhoof Behemoth. I can sweep their, like, entire universe, though, so maybe that's not the end of the universe? I forgot to play my Scute Swarm first. Oh well. It's always next time. So I can play this and still cast my commander. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Finale is lethal next turn. Yeah, it's just a matter of surviving my opponent's card there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Is it just Exacxes? It is. Oh, it's Exacxes. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, it's a matter of my opponent finding a Defense of the Heart combo that kills me, which is probably going to happen. I just don't know what it looks like. Sure, we'll find out real quick. It can't be Gristlebrand anymore. So, I don't know. It's so likely to kill me, though. This commander clears achievements. I haven't gotten any yet. They went and got 2 very random creatures. I don't think you play Defense of the Heart to get Timeless Witness. It's kind of weird. Alright, so we lost our board. But I'm pretty sure this for 10 kills my opponent. Yeah, that was not a very good Defense of the Heart at all. I'm not sure what they were trying to do there. Just get a combo, but they're 2 mana away from doing that. So I guess they had to draw a land, 2 lands in a row to do it, but they didn't. And they would have, yeah, they'd have to draw 2 lands, and I'd have to not present like crazy lethal in some kind of way, which is possible. Right, I don't have too many haste enablers in my deck, but they do exist. But, yep, get wrecked. Get trampled. Nice mono green opener. Mine was more green. I think Ujin probably gave you the most achievement enabling nonsense, because they cast like 45 spells in the same turn. Alright, I'm on the draw with no ramp until turn 3. And I don't think Bristly Bill's holding down the fort too well. I'm gonna not keep that. Alright, this is leagues better. I might Archdruid's Charm turn 3. Turn 2, I mean. Shambling Ghast. What are you doing over there? Yeah, I might do a turn 3. It depends. I'm gonna do this next turn. I have options. Valgavoth's Lair. Oh, spicy. I could kill this, but that doesn't seem productive. I think I'm gonna Archdruid's Charm. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill Delighted Halfling. I'm just not convinced that's a good idea here. Okay. Looks like it wouldn't have really done anything, so it works out. Probably get to Command Tower. No, let's get the Triome. That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna poke my opponent's... That's a spirit. Yeah, I don't have another elemental. That's fine. I'm just gonna poke this. Could have traded, but it is what it is. Too late now. Let's play this as a land. Oh, sure. I can recast that. You can sacrifice this to lasagna here. Baba lasagna. Although they might just flip it. You can sack it all the same. No, they just sack it outright. Alright. It is getting rid of a land to do that, so not the most ideal scenario from the opponent. Alright, well, I gotta do things, so I'm going to get one of these. This is, 8 or more? So I think I want Archewage Charm, unfortunately. One, two, three, four. Yeah, just really want Archewage Charm here. Opponent's doing this stuff. This is the most successful I've seen this commander. Just hasn't, like, threatened to end my existence yet. A lot of mana, but haven't done anything with it yet. So I can actually just get a 6-drop. Like, is Primeval Titan just better than casting my commander? I feel like it is. It probably is, right? Gives me the mana I need, and it's another layer of nonsense they have to deal with, and yeah. Let's get some scry lands. Whoops, that one was not a scry land. Hopefully we scry on top. Whoops. Oops. We did not scry on top. Tragic. You want it to be playable, but it's not? I mean, it drew 6 cards. The problem with it is you need to continuously churn through your deck, so the cards you're getting when you draw 3 are just more cards that churn, and they don't actually, like, win the game, which is kind of the downside. Alright, so we have 10 lands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, total board clear. And they sack a bunch to the thing with stuff, but most importantly, their commander dies. I mean, you... Okay. They did not sacrifice their 2 other creatures. I mean, you could have at least sacrificed this one. That was really weird. Yeah, they could have at least done that. Alright, so be it. I feel like that was weird, and I don't get it. Well, we get to swing, so more lands for us. Alright, protection from black. You know what to do, I think. Destroy target creature, function 2 or less. Sure, that gets rid of my Kami. I like seeing this deck do its thing. Double Edict. Spot removal is far more likely. I'm just going to get rid of that. If I don't, they probably have a spot removal spell for the Primeval Titan anyways. Maybe recasting my commander was okay, though. Yeah, it probably was. Honestly. Opponents definitely spinning the wheels. And I am dying, so... Not looking too good. Unless I draw, like, a card. Alright, I drew a card. Drew that. It's not lethal, though. I don't think there's any reason to play it. Create a food, wicked roll token. This is 10 plus another 3. There's no reason, like, not to play it. I might as well. Like, it's a pretty heavy mana investment. I might as well just send it. And it's not gaining that much damage next turn anyways. I'm just gonna send it. It's not lethal, though. The black market probably won't be doing too much, though. But we'll see. I mean, it can do a bunch. It's not like it's not going to do that, but we'll just take the damage. It's half my opponent's life, or 2/3 of their life total, so. Alright, well they went all in with it. That's a little insane to me. Maybe. Don't think the 3/2 is worth it at all in any way, but they did it. Opponent went ahead and did it. They also found a blocker for my commander. Although the Hammerback could do that as well. Alright, looks like we did the right thing by playing it, because we would have lost it. Ah, the old Scry 2 on top. Love to see it. So I have to kill him this turn, which relies on the top of my deck, which is not looking good. Meat hook for 5? Oh, I'm dead. Alright, they got it. They got it. Alright. Baba Yaga killed us. It killed us. I think the Sheoldred's Edict was my one grave mistake. I should have killed this instead. And then I would have had a re-trigger on it to kill their board. So I think that was probably a game-losing mistake, honestly. And then if they kill the Primeval Titan with spot removal spell, I'm okay with that. I can just recast this and then kill their like board. So that was a huge mistake. That could have... Yeah, that's the one thing that probably would have let me win or lose there if I had an out. So, GG. You wonder if opponents scrying on top or bottom is better? Well, them scrying on top is better for them. I mean, you mean emotionally? I think it's pretty straightforward which one's better. Can you go away? Go away. Thank you. So this is the commander you have to, like, avoid. Does it win the turn it swings? I can't remember. Does anyone remember? Exile top card, you'll have to play that card's turn. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you just bounce it when it swings, right? I guess not. Well... I guess I'm just passing. Still sold that this is a combo deck. Discover 3, sure. It is a combo deck, alright. So we play nothing. This is a 2/2. Okay, so we just do nothing. What just happened? It's a combo deck. It tries to put a bunch of lands on top of their Lelia. But surprisingly, has not conceded, which is probably bad news bears. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So I think I win, unless there's more that deck can pump out here. But I don't know what that looks like. Alright, so Kama just auto wins, right? Yep. And then the other card just doesn't matter. So. Got him. Thought they were going to scam us. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Get out of here. I wonder how often that exact thing happens to this deck. Yeah. Love to see it. Love to see it. Good for me on... good that I caught that, too, because the last time I played against this, it was the same thing, right? I'm pretty sure this deck is really, really inconsistent when it comes to the combo because you need to actually have it in hand. You can't just have lands and, like, you have to mulligan till you get one of the Discover cards. Like, you just have to. So that's kind of the huge weak point of this. And if you know it's this, then, you know, you can come prepared. But look at that. Yeah, we were ready for it. I think I got a little too weird after I dealt with it the first time, because they can't do anything else. Their deck is all mountains. I should have maybe... Actually, I don't know if I could have done anything different after that point, but they can't do it again, so... At least I'm pretty sure they can't do it again. Maybe there is another Discover card looming in there, like the Dragon or whatever, but... is what it is. Yep, we got cooked by the lasagna, that is true. Well, no, I don't want to remove the thing that gives trample. That wouldn't really solve the issue long term. Well, as long as I had a blocker, I guess it sort of does, but... I mean, might as well. If you have the choice, you know, get rid of that. It also dies to, like, every single... like, 90% of decks just sort of don't die to it, because there's a ton of extremely efficient removal in the format. Like, a lot of efficient removal. So... oh, yes. I don't think I have time for another game, actually. I gotta go in like 7 minutes, and I have to do an outro. I don't think I have time. Yeah. I was gonna stream like 40 minutes earlier, but I fell asleep. Just fell asleep at my computer. Just fell asleep at my computer. Tragic. I got plenty of games in, though. I got plenty of games in there. Oh, look at that. Unicorns. Notably not horses. The store notification is fixed. We're free. We're free. That's you mid-raid? Yeah, see, well, I don't text and drive, Twiz. I simply read a book in sleep. I'm not trying to fall asleep mid-raid. You stole my transmog, by the way, so you're gonna have to change. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. Alright, so this commander is actually really cool. There was one game, I think I'll throw it in the video, you'll see, like where I could have let it die, and I should have chose it as the creature to die in a scenario, and I think that cost me that game. So, like, recasting this was actually pretty easy, but that's what you're doing, right, in a blue-green deck. You could... See, the problem is, the more red you put in this, the more, like, the Lightning Bolt makes sense. You could put Lightning Bolt in this, no problem. Ragavan, I took out Ragavan. Yeah, I took out Ragavan. You could put those cards in here. I just want it to be as, like, egregious with this as I could, and that is most assuredly green and blue. Then, like, not really red that heavy. But I did like the red cards we had in here. Omnath is maybe a little too slow. I don't know. It's 8 mana, or 8 lands before it starts to take itself seriously. Or I start to take it seriously, so... But this cost 8 mana, and I want 8 lands, kind of, when I go to cast it. The ETB was good, and we got hit by a couple sweepers. Fortunately, this is pretty resilient against board wipes. I don't believe there was a single Planeswalker I targeted with this. Yeah, there were no Planeswalkers. Not that I can remember, at least. It is very annoying to play a Planeswalker in the face of this, and, well, assuming you can't counter it or whatever. The Harmonized cards didn't come up too often, so I don't know if I need the, let's say, this thing. It still has relevant text, some would argue, but not really the kind of text box I'm looking for. But it felt just good enough to put in the deck for Harmonize and whatnot specifically, just to have that going. You could have put in the 4 power draw card things as well. And yeah, casting Ragavan turn 1. Yeah, that's the thing. I say that a lot. If I play Ragavan on turn 1 and my opponent concedes, I don't really get a game for a YouTube video. You know, the counter argument is you play it turn 1 and then sometimes your opponent kills it and the game moves on. But, like, you're just setting up a game to where if it's not answered, you just lose, right? Same with Mana Drain. I think Mana Drain is just so good, I can't get myself to take it out of the deck, right? Like, it's just... It's too good. But again, you know, this is one of the cards that, like, when you cast it early, what am I going to do? There's 3 games where I just play Mana Drain on turn 2 and they concede. Like, I don't get to do anything. I'm not showing anything at all. It's just, it's a non-game. So that's just the perils of trying to make a YouTube video. But aside from that, yeah, so the red is not necessary. The best thing to do is blue-green with most rug commanders, in my opinion. Maybe like Maelstrom Wanderer could do well with a fair amount of red in it and whatnot. Like, red isn't totally useless or anything, but when it comes to one-on-one, green is your best bet, right, with blue whatevers. And then 4-player EDH style thing, I would say blue and green are your best colors in your rug deck 99% of the time. So, you know, this is not the first time I've done this, and it will not be the last. But I gotta say, this is a really cool commander. And for, yeah, the new cards, they were just nice. You know, I don't believe I ever got this in play and then proceeded to bounce it. So, that is what it is. I think this is functional in Standard. I could be completely wrong. about that. I could be completely wrong about that, but last time we were hanging out in Standard, there was it was basically just removal city. So if you could play this and it dodges a large chunk of the removal in the format, it could get you there. I mean that then sets you up for all the board wipes that they might play, and it is a 60 card format, so they're gonna see the same cards more consistently or whatever. You could probably put some Eldrazi in here. We are ramping into Oblivion. This does cost 8. I want lands in play a lot. So Eldrazi could squeeze in here, I'm sure. The enchantments and whatnot that draw a card when you have a power 4 creature, anything that cares about power 4 or more creatures and whatnot. Maybe that gets a little too mid-rangey and you want like all the 3 and 4 mana cards and some 5s that are, fit that criteria, which gets in the way of playing ramp. So there's only so much you can do. Dragonback Assault was cool. It got blown up immediately, which is tragic. But if it doesn't get blown up, you win probably faster than Skewed Swarm would let you win. So that's pretty cool. 4/4s for days in a deck with a bunch of rampant growths is really cool for a landfall trigger. That's pretty good. I mean, this is Rampaging Baloth, right? The 6 mana 6/6 that makes 4/4s when you play a land or landfall. So it's kind of like that. These have flying. This has a 3 damage sweeper on top of it. But yeah, Rampaging Baloth, maybe I should put a little bit more respect into if I respect this card. But Rampaging Baloth is a creature. So kind of gets hosed by anything that would also hose the tokens you're making. And these have the added benefit of flying, but not really. This deck specifically doesn't care that they're dragons, right? I mean, there's plenty of decks, I'm sure, moving forward, playing this set will care about dragons, but this one not so much. I saw a few Tiamat commanders, which makes sense, because there's a bunch of new dragons that came out. Tiamat is extremely slow, though. No one showed me any profoundly scary Tiamat dragon piles that immediately win the game and you untap, which is probably where you want to be with your 7 mana 7/7 flyer. Like Atraxa gets away with sort of filling the hand back up with stuff. I don't know if Tiamat putting a bunch of dragons in your hand, you can quote unquote get away with that because you have to like use them in a way that kills your opponent rather quickly after you've done it. But you are a 5-color deck at the end of the day, so you can play whatever you want. It doesn't have to just be all these goofy dragons. But yeah, I like this. The protection did actually come up. It did come up, which is not surprising. It's hard to remember, but you do have to remember. Protection from black and white also includes you swinging past your opponent's black and white flying creatures, which I believe one of my matchups I forgot. So I ended up winning because my opponent didn't forget. So they conceded. But I forgot I could swing past their black flying creature. I thought they had an indestructible black flying creature, and I'm like, well, I guess we're going to be staring at each other for a while. But what do you know? I forgot that you can swing past it. I don't know, there's a lot to remember. You have to excuse. It's been a while since they've made flat out full stop protection on a card. It's been quite a while since we've seen that. Was it Giver of Runes is the last like really big one? Yeah. Actually, there was a game not too long ago. We were playing against the First Sliver, and I had to target my creature and name green to not swing or to swing past the non-green, or swing past the green slivers. So whatever that game, I think that was on YouTube. So I should have remembered that, but I don't know. It eluded me. Yeah, the Nature's Rhythm is huge, right? I mean, the first creature you get just helps you cast the second one as well, which is huge. This card is just like Green Sun Zenith. I wouldn't say on steroids, but it is essentially another Green Sun Zenith, and you're never really upset with it. I mean, it doesn't have a color restriction, and it just sort of goes crazy. It probably, I mean, even the Harmonized side in a deck like this might consistently get a more expensive creature than the non-Harmonized side of this card, right? I mean, if you could flip it, you would. Or they would just harmonize them both. Convoking but tall instead of wide is pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. But the harmonized cards, there's just not a ton of them, right? There's just not a ton of them, which is fine. But yeah, I like this. I like this. I don't feel as though I need to flicker it, right? If I need to flicker it, I like this deck a little bit less, but it just didn't feel like I needed to do that. Usually when you play a 10-10 that did something nasty to your opponent's board in some way, and they can't kill it, they might have to cast a sweeper, and then you don't really care to flicker this, because they just swept their own board, or their remaining board, or whatever, to actually kill your card, and then you're like sitting there with a bunch of bounce spells in your hand that don't do anything, or flicker spells, let's say. So I don't really like them. I gotta say, I went in thinking I was not gonna run them, and I don't regret that decision. So, can recommend. Is a cool commander. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Also, yeah. Don't worry, I'll put down the yak you can transmog in the raid in 6 minutes. Alright, chat. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully a bit earlier if I don't fall asleep on you. We'll see. But GG. Was fun. 'Twas fun. And yeah, I don't know what commander will be next. I don't know. There's a whole list of them. Alright, I tried to look at them real quick. I clicked the wrong button, so we will not be looking at them. Discard. I don't think I got any achievements. Yeah, no. I think the other commander gave me more. Ujin. Alright, see you guys.